time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, Wayne Memorial Hospital is offering the Moderna vaccine once again today to those 18 and older today from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. in the main conference room. Public may enter through the front doors of the hospital or the side entry of the cafeteria patio. And there is no charge, no need for an appointment. Again, they're offering the vaccine once again today between 10 and 3 at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Wayne County Board of Education met Thursday morning in a call meeting. The purpose is to set their millage rate, which they lowered by $0.50. Other story that brought a lot of seniors from Wayne County to the board meeting, asking the board to reconsider their stance on extracurricular activities, telling the board that they didn't feel like adults are listening to them, and pleaded with the board to allow the extracurricular activities to continue. Also asked that they be able to attend school in person. 14 people signed up to speak under public participation, mainly students, some adults. Here was Senior Owen Spill addressing the board on Thursday.
You know, I plead with you to give our student body the same chance to participate in extracurricular activities as our surrounding counties. Football is important to me and a part of my future and my life, but all sports and all activities deserve to have the same sort of normalcy. For seniors, this is our last chance. You know, one thing we know for sure is COVID's not going anywhere. And hard decisions always have to be made. Constant fear is not an option. We, the senior class, plead with you, the board, to give us a chance, reinstate extracurricular activities and allow us to take the proper precautions to be safe as possible. But in the end, we have to put our trust and our faith in God. The Bible says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Thank you.
Tracy Brown, also at the meeting, signed up to speak. He had these comments.
Your kids, you've heard the people that you were elected to think about, to consider. Let's talk about some facts. What is the leading cause of death for a high school teenager? Accidents, followed closely by suicide. I heard a young lady right here get up and tell you she's had enough. It's her senior year. I heard her plead. We talk about how we've consulted other districts. I ask you one question, and I'll leave you with this, because I can't make a better closing argument than what these folks did. And again, I'm here as a parent, not as a lawyer. It's unfortunate 2 lawyers had to finish this public speeching, but I ask you this, one question. Why are we not as good as Glenn? Why are we not as good as where? Why are we not as good as other districts who said, look, we'll do virtual, but we're not going to take the seniors' extracurricular activities away. We're not going to take the kid who gets to play one last season away. Because you're not going to let these kids come back next year and say, hey, I'm sorry you didn't get to play football last year, come play today, come play this year. You can't, you won't, it's impossible. I'm begging you, reevaluate your protocol. Allow these kids to play. You talk about how you want to help kids. Read your quote. Look at your death rate with COVID and your hospital rate with COVID for kids these age. If somebody doesn't want to get vaccinated and walks around without a mask, that's their right as an American. Fine. If somebody wants to get vaccinated and wear a mask like me and get up here and talk, fine. These kids did not choose this pandemic, but they're the ones who are suffering.
After the public participation, School Superintendent Sean Kelly says the numbers have changed and have moved in a better direction, which he says will allow extracurricular activities to begin this coming Monday, and hybrid learning will get back in Wayne County on Thursday. Here was Dr. Sean Kelly revealing the numbers at Thursday's board meeting.
As of today, based on the numbers that I have, we are at 2.3%. It would be, I would counsel and advise that if the numbers published on Sunday of this week reflect a trend downward in positive cases in our schools, that the board take into consideration reinstating extracurricular activities to begin Monday of next week, which would be September the 6th. I would also recommend that if we experience a trend downward in our positive cases, which will be reflected in the publication Sunday afternoon, that those numbers would warrant consideration from the board and support me in continuing distant learning for Tuesday, which will be September the 7th, the day after the holiday, and Wednesday, September the 8th, and allowing us to transition back to the hybrid model beginning Thursday of next week. Again, extracurricular activities would be reinstated on Monday, September the 6th, while we transition back to the hybrid to begin on Thursday of next week. I believe this response holds true to our numbers. I believe this response holds true to our protocols. And it allows our parents, our students, and our teachers the opportunity to readjust and prepare for entry back into the hybrid model. It is also my desire to express to you and to everyone in this room that we need help. We need assistance from our students. We need assistance from our parents, and we need assistance from our community to take all applicable steps to do everything possible within their power to help us mitigate these numbers so that we do not have to consider going back to a distance learning model. As of right now, those are the numbers that I have.
So once again, to be clear, the board can change direction on a dime. There is no timetable because on Monday, the word from the superintendent was that the school system would reassess every 2 weeks, but Thursday's changed that they can do whatever they want, whenever they want, depending on the numbers. As of Thursday, they said the numbers in Wayne County state they can begin extracurricular activities on Monday. Hybrid learning comes back Thursday, with virtual learning this coming Tuesday and Wednesday. Of course, Monday's Labor Day holiday. When we come back, we'll hear from Joe McPipkin, board member, former scholarship athlete, former high school principal. Says the bottom line for the board is the safety of the students and employees. We'll hear from him after we come back after this word from our sponsor. Other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Just a couple more notes from Thursday's called school board meeting as students urged the board to reverse their decision to shut down extracurricular activities. Girls from the competition cheer team on hand, softball teams, members on hand expressing concerns that the policy of 2 weeks remained in place. They state their season would simply be over. Students talked about scholarship possibilities lost, and they told the board that they were tired of living in fear. But the reality is that Wayne County is currently the hot spot of COVID cases, not just in the state, but in the United States of America. People are getting the virus. People are getting very sick. And yes, people are dying on a daily basis in Wayne County. Just ask anyone who works at Wayne Memorial Hospital. Board member Joe McPipkin, who went to Georgia on a football scholarship, came back, coached, taught, spent time as a Wayne County High School principal, says the bottom line is the health and safety of Wayne County kids and staff, and that is what the board and superintendent based their decisions on. Here was Joe McPipkin stressing that to the kids at Thursday's board meeting.
So, my point is this. How do I look you in the eyes knowing that we didn't do everything we could to keep you alive? Sports are important. Education is more important. But your life is the most important thing to us and your parents. So it's not that we do hear you, but you're one slice of the pie, and we've got over 6,000 slices that we have to try to take care of. It's a big task. One day you'll be a parent. You'll understand how much it means to be blessed with a child. We're not trying to harm you. We are Wayne County. So we'll work through this together. I think you can see Dr. Kelly is looking at the numbers very closely. We'll do everything we can to get you back, but we're going to try to do it safely. So most importantly is your health. And one of the teachers emailed us just a minute ago and mentioned that. Here's our last comment. We teachers are stressed, and distance learning has its own set of challenges and frustrations for everyone involved. However, many of us do recognize and appreciate your stance to protect the employees and students in our county when there truly are no good options available. This is one of your teachers. So your health, your safety is our primary concern at this point.
Many of those with comments of Joe McPipkin at yesterday's meeting. The board and superintendent says the staff and employees can help by getting vaccinated. The topic of a mask mandate came back up, which the board says they have a retreat this coming Thursday, and they'll address the topic of mask mandate at that Thursday retreat. Personnel approved at Thursday's board meeting. Just a couple of personnel approved. Certified recommendations: Brittany Prescott, Jesup Elementary; Hope Wright, Arthur Williams Middle School. Certified resignation: Jennifer Castor, Jesup Elementary. Again, vaccination continues to be the big topic. People are being encouraged to get vaccinated. Wayne Memorial Hospital released their statistics for the month of August. Again, these are the stats from August 1st through August 31st, 100% of the COVID-19 deaths at Wayne Memorial Hospital have been from unvaccinated people. 100% of the patients on ventilators from COVID-19 at Wayne Memorial Hospital are unvaccinated, and 94% of admissions from COVID-19 at Wayne Memorial Hospital during the month of August have been from unvaccinated people. Again, they encourage you to consult your family physician about vaccination, and again, vaccination being offered again today at Wayne Memorial Hospital at the lobby between 10 and 3. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final notes news. Wayne County Commissioners meet this morning at 11 a.m. in the County Commissioners meeting room. The purpose is to set the 2021 millage rate. A Glenn County grand jury on Thursday handed down indictments against former District Attorney Jackie Johnson and her handling in the aftermath of the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. Johnson is charged with a felony violation of oath of office for showing favoritism and affection of Gregory McMichael, who's Travis McMichael's father, who's also charged in the case. The indictment reads that Johnson failed to treat Ahmaud Arbery's family fairly and with dignity. She also has been charged with a misdemeanor obstruction of an officer in which she allegedly told two Glenn County police officers not to arrest Travis McMichael, the man who shot and killed Ahmaud Arbery. These charges stem from the request of the investigation into the handling of the case by Attorney General Chris Carr, who requested the GBI investigate any prosecutorial misconduct in the case. The Attorney General says the investigation continues and more people and more charges could be forthcoming. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.